This is a piece of paper, but it's not just any paper. It's the cornerstone of my daily organization. Without it, all hell would break loose. And if you're wondering why I use such a relic such as a piece of paper in the digital age, it's really simple. It's straightforward, it's distraction-free, and it's just incredibly effective at harnessing the way my ADHD brain works. I've always had a great deal of trouble just managing my time and trying to get tasks done to completion, and I found that this by far has been the best way. I basically look at it as my daily mission control. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I organize my day with this 4-section system so you can experience the same benefits. So the first phase of the system is the shortlist, and it's the key to the system. This section is dedicated exclusively for your highest priority tasks, those crucial activities that must be completed by the end of the day. It's about zeroing in on what truly matters and ensuring that these essential tasks do not get drowned out by less urgent ones. And if these aren't addressed that day, then it was just not a successful day. These either do it or you're probably going to lose your job tasks. What I do is I keep my short list to around 3 to 5 items max. This limitation forces me to focus just on those critical tasks and know exactly how much time I have for each one of them. And instead of writing work on project, I specify what exactly needs to be done. I like to color code these, and I found that red is best for my short list because it signifies urgency. Since the weekend, my list is a bit less chaotic than usual, so my top priorities today are making this video, picking up my girlfriend from LAX, and talking with my family on Zoom. Each of these has clear consequences. If I don't finish this video, it's not gonna get done. And if I don't pick up my girlfriend, then I'll be murdered, which means I won't have to talk to my family. By the end of the day, knowing that I've accomplished as much of that shortlist as possible, I feel just so much more relieved, and I know that my productivity is going to the right place. After the shortlist comes the calendar. This is where I write down appointments or projects that have a specific deadline. I do this not just to remind myself it needs to be done, but that I'm proactively planning the steps to get there. It acts as a visual representation of what my time-bound commitments are, like meetings and appointments, like a calendar. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it's writing down not just the due dates, but all the important steps needed in order to meet that deadline. The way I do this is I write down all date-specific commitments. I log all events, appointments, and deadlines because otherwise I will forget. And for each commitment, I write down how much time is going to be needed for each one. This helps me ensure that I'm fully prepared for everything and that I'm not just scrambling at the last minute like I used to. And by making a new list every day, I'm ensuring that I'm constantly looking at what is coming up so I'm just not forgetting it. It's like back in school when you had a test and you knew when that test was and you set up some time to hopefully study for it. For instance, before a major presentation, I schedule blocks for initial research, creating the presentation, rehearsing, and even rest periods to ensure mental sharpness. I look at each phase as critical as the final product. And it's always nice just to have something on your calendar, just, feel important. The next section is the long list. This is the third section because it's for tasks and goals that are important, but they just don't quite fit into that urgent short list, and they're not scheduled calendar events. It's a reminder for tasks that need attention, but don't have to be done today, and they don't have a deadline. It's stuff that you intend to get done, but only after you get your most important things done first. The way I do this is I write down things as they come to my head that I eventually want to get done, but they don't have a specific date. This could be things like starting a new hobby, or researching that vacation that you deserve, or just cleaning your damn room. And by making a new list every day, you're constantly writing this down. So you're seeing if these things are important, and eventually if they are urgent, it's blatantly apparent that you need to clean your room, and it eventually makes its way up to that short list because you don't want to write clean your room 20 more times. On days that my short list is really light, I'll spend that time going down my long list and chipping away at all those. I see this list more as a motivational tool for things I want to accomplish big or small, and it just keeps me inspired and engaged. And it gives me something to look forward to, but I'm also detaching it from the important things that I need to get done now. The fourth section is the routine list. This is the part dedicating to establishing regular routines or habits. And this has been essential in developing consistency and reliability, just ensuring that I'm doing all the right things I need to do throughout the day. Building and maintaining a habit can be really difficult sometimes, but by writing it down and seeing it as a reference point, you're more likely to stay consistent at it. The way I use and build this list is I write down routines that anchor my day to ensure that these are the proper things that I need to do in order to make sure that my day goes as good as possible. For example, my morning routine right now is working out, journaling, and just brushing my teeth. You'd be surprised how many people don't brush their teeth twice a day. You don't have to write out every little bit of your day, but if there's habits that you want to form, maybe you don't floss and you want to start flossing, you write down that on your routine list, and then you start writing it down, you get used to it, and then it becomes a habit. And when it becomes habitual and it's just something that you just do, you can remove it from that list and replace it with something else. And I found that just by externalizing my memory for routines and habits, I'm able to free up a lot more cognitive energy to work on things on my short list. Hopefully this system is helpful for some of you guys and you could use it to structure your day and prioritize things on your short list and just be more motivated and build good habits. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. I make new videos every week and I'll see you in the next video. Later!